Hey everyone, I'm Klloo, and welcome to Soda Dungeon 2. Now this is a very beloved game that I revisit often, and you can think of this as our yearly revisit, if you will. So I've done a lot of stuff with Soda Dungeon 2 on the channel, right? Normal playthrough to speedrunning. We have a full clear of the main dimensions in under 10 hours, which is probably the crowning achievement because we mapped that out, we did it, and then we finally just got under 10 hours, which was fantastic. Also some Dimension 1 speedruns, right, which I actually still maintain the record for, I believe, although that was a very well RNG blessed run, basically. I think it was like 26 minutes. The point is, I've done a lot with the game. So we're gonna restart, basically, but we're gonna do it with a little twist. We have our unique challenge right there underneath me. So it says only use one of anything. In fact, you know what, I'll explain it as we get into the game. We'll race, and then we'll start and we'll play, and yeah, I'll lay out the rules, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Only use one of anything, anything being everything. So nice little tutorial, quick, and then we just let it play out. So I do want to get to, you know, the warrior dimension and then do some more tutorial guidey stuff with equipment, because that's something I've never really done. I mainly just tried challenges, tried normal playing. I mean, I have a ton of content on Soda Dungeon 2, and there is, in some semblance, guides and talks about the game, but yeah, it's definitely good to revisit, do something a bit grounded. And the reason why I think that fits well with this challenge is because this challenge will force us to basically show off equipment and items that don't generally get shown off. So plain and simple, when I say anything, it is everything. I can only use one of each class, be it the unique classes or the normal tavern classes. So for instance, right now, in the start of the game where we only have Soda Junkies, I can only ever take one to the dungeon. Then we take that over and we do it for items as well. So if I get a ton of iron swords, for instance, well, I can still only use one singular iron sword. Doesn't matter the level, I can only use one of every item. It's basically the end game, because once you get to the end of the game, you've got all the accessories, they're all unique, so you can only use one of them anyway. You have all your weapons. Generally speaking, you do spread them out because there are certain, you know, optimal builds for different characters and classes, but we are, yeah, just permanently stuck in one of whatever I have on offer. Be it armor, be it weapons, be it classes, be it accessories, I can only ever take one. So it will mean we have to play a little bit differently. I can't use my normal strategies just to burn through Dimension 1, but it should be pretty fun because it's more so about getting the unlocks, getting, you know, different equipment, not just the normal, you know, unlock the blacksmith, grab that. But so for instance, right now we have our bottle and we have our stool as our shield. If I were to get more copies of them, I can still only run one bottle and one stool, regardless of the other classes I have. Now, until we actually unlock the Klloo, well, we're just singular, right? It's just the Soda Junkie. So we're going to do this all the way up to the warrior dimension. I don't know if I'll keep with it in the warrior dimension once we get there, because for me, that's pretty much beat the game. Right after that, it's just the point of grindiness, which is definitely fun to do. Don't get me wrong, I've done it before. I just don't really feel like doing it again. I do actually have my save file saved, so if I ever wanted, I could reset to that. In fact, that might be the smart thing to do for tutorials, but we'll see. Once we get to the warrior dimension, then we can sort of go over proper layout. So we got a wooden sword. So now basically I have two weapons on offer. Not that I have two classes, although here should allow us to... What does he actually make us buy? It's been a while. Okay, so he does make us buy the Klloo. It's perfect. I don't have any way to reset the tavern though, so off we go again. Don't worry about the quest, it'll force us anyway. There are some speed tricks we'll still use anyway, right? Especially something like quitting out once we get the magic clock, because that does allow you to conserve all the charges. I do want to beat at least this guy. Well, actually it doesn't really matter because I can't use the wooden sword, thinking about it. Yeah, so at least this is a fun little twist that I myself will have to think of some different tactics. As long as they did work for me. I don't have the damage anyway. I wanted to try and get the iron down. So it does mean we'll have to craft everything and farm a little bit. Should be able to do it without farming. But now that we have the Klloo unlocked, we are free to use both of them. So we're hoping that one has showed up, which he did. That's unfortunate. Do I want to buy anything? I think the main thing is just to get to the blacksmith, right? I mean, we do get the resources for it, I believe, the stone. So either way, we're just continuing on farming, hoping for some crafting material, right? Because there are some really decent weapons. But overall, it should still be fairly quick. Once we unlock the mystic is, well, I can't use my normal strat, damn. Basically, I could do this in 30 minutes, I could do this in the episode, but I feel like it's going to take a little bit longer. There were some other ideas I had in mind. I was thinking maybe do infinite gold and see how that turns out. I'm not going to bother with this because we can only KO one of them. It's not really worth it. We might as well quit out, conserve a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm actually going to turn auto-equip off so that we can't utilize it. Perfect, we got 101. So we can hire and hire. So again, until we unlock the next class, which is our miners, we're stuck with a two-person comp basically, and that goes for every dimension. So it will be really important to unlock everyone, and then also make sure that they are performing to their utmost, right? Mainly with healing, that's gonna come in handy, and it's kind of weird because I haven't done healing in ages, because normally I just focus on out DPSing. Do I want to talk to you? I think. I guess not. Can we buy the blacksmith yet? Once we get to 100 gold. Alright, so it's still just grinding away. I actually don't know if we'll get Dimension done. Basically, Dimension 1 done, that's what I was trying to say. Either way, we'll go till, you know, it's a reasonable time, and then we'll leave it there. So in terms of acting as a guide or anything like that, I mean, if you want to, you know, take the challenge on, go ahead. I still wouldn't use this methodology, because we're just playing it by ear. I didn't really think about it, I just thought, you know, rule-wise. I basically looked at the wiki, and there are a ton of challenges on there, some really good ones too. But yeah, this just seemed a little bit better, because again, I wanna have to show off a bunch of stuff I wouldn't normally show off. Oh right, they're not equipped at all because I took it off. You know, I'm not gonna deal with the speed down. We basically want more people in the blacksmith anyway, because blacksmith, again, super important because we want to craft all manner of weapons. Now, it will be a little bit tedious because I do have to equip. That's fine. So we can do that. Craft. We can't make an iron sword yet, but was the materials an iron sword? No. Clear 10 is an iron sword, I think. So we can buy. It's probably worth buying. And we can sell, right? Since I don't need the extra weapons, I can sell all excess copies. Well, store will keep because it's a little bit. So even accessories. For instance, the healstone. We can only ever have one healstone equipped, right? Which will, again, affect progression. Definitely buy 2 of them. We might as well craft the wooden sword or iron sword straight away. We're not going to have enough gold. Yeah, we're 60. We're pretty short. Do I have materials to sell? I do. Yeah, we should be fine. I don't think I'll need them. And it's not even enough anyway. Never mind. Okay. So it's definitely aim for the sodas straight away. So 150 gold. I don't think the mage tower, wizard tower, God, I have a lot to rememorize, is going to be that impactful this early on, right? But I feel like with a low comp, we basically just want to get everything we can get and then just try to beeline it. I mean, once we get the nurse, we should have a better time of just healing through. I guess, yeah, I just farm gold until we succumb. I suppose I should look for the carpenter. Maybe we can get a little bit further. God, now I'm having to actually think what this strategy should be. We'll get KO'd in the next room anyway. Yeah, at least we got 2 gold-ish. So it will definitely be a slower start, and probably farming up unlocks before we move to the next dimension will definitely be impactful too. I think the Wizard's Tower is like 200 gold, is it not? Yeah, 200 gold. So there are some goals in mind. As we progress, we'll unlock more recipes as well, right? The Iron Ring is decent stats, but it's probably not that impactful. Did I grab? I did get some stuff to sell, perfect. We'll definitely make the Iron Sword. I think the Soda Junkie is still more damage. So we'll go that and that. That and no Iron Shield, it's fine. Maybe we can do the boss? I think I usually have more people, but less gear to do the boss. I mean, 13's kind of good, plus we have the carpenter's actual main damage. Well, but 3 is really bad. Don't know how we'll fare on the 3 enemy rooms. Probably take a little bit of damage. Who has the highest HP? I think the skeleton has the highest HP, from memory. It's definitely good having some knowledge. Spider needs to go, so we don't get wet ball. Alright, we can try the boss. Probably not going to go too well, but if we can get the gold, it'll definitely help out. I have a feeling he will just KO us. I should have taken the healstone. He's only doing 4, he's not doing that much. Oh, yep, never mind, we got him done. Now we just want the chest gold. Please give us the chest gold. Chest gold? Nope, a healstone. That's not that great, and we don't have the Wizard's Tower, so it's probably just farming up gold for a little bit. Or we could get further, no. Damn it. Skipping the boss would have been really nice there. So I believe it still stays. Oh, this is really bad. So both these are what I like to call sub-elites, or elites. What do I normally say? Either way, they have a much greater HP pool than the normal enemies for the floor progression. meaning that they can't be KO'd with the normal means. So that is decent unlocks. God, I have to look at quests. Yeah. So we build the Wizard Tower, at least we get a decent amount of gold. Get to 20, we get some crafting materials for the shield. I think it's really just try and unlock the miner straight away so we can have 3 people in a party. Yeah, it's strange. Well, for one, forgetting to equip equipment, but having to prioritize getting jank people just so I have the numbers to make this easier. Yeah, this should be a fun challenge, I think. Anyway, I guess I'm going to farm up gold. I'm not going to force you to watch me just do repeat runs over and over again. So, hope is this is probably enough gold. Healing Fairy? So we can get a little bit more perfect. Right, because I want, I think, 300, 200, and then we get the quest gold, and so we should be able to get both the Wizard's Tower and the Miner. But I think we're also going to add one more rule to it. This is really bad. I don't know, can I carry them in one? I can. Don't slow me. Don't slow me. Perfect. Alright, we can get this gold as well. I don't think we can do the boss, especially not 683S, but I don't even think we can do the 4 enemy room, to be honest. So I think I'm just going to do that. And the rule we're going to add is going to be, I must complete, let's do, must complete Primal Lands every dimension. Probably way too long. Yeah. Must complete, we can do that, and then we can add the full spelling, maybe? Without it looking too weird. Lands. Hopefully that looks fine. Right? Yeah, perfect. Cool. Right, so we got to do only one of everything, and then must complete the Primal Lands every dimension. So basically what I mean... Oh, actually, except Dimension 1. I do have to change that a little then. Basically, so in Dimension 2, you get the Primal Lands, so I have to do at least floor 100, so and so on, right? So by the time we get to the Warrior Dimension, I've actually played the Primal Lands, because the big thing too is you get to the Warrior Dimension, you get all statted, and then you don't really care about the Primal Land bosses, or at least I never have, so I think that should make it a little bit fun. Anyway, we got the Wizard's Tower, so we can warp now, but we also got the gold, so I can thankfully grab the miners, and we can finally run 3 people. Not that they're here to show off, so that's fine. We're still looking pretty shabby on weapons. The nice thing too, though, is obviously we have a ton of stuff we can sell, which should allot us some upgrades in the future at the very least. So we can sell 7 of these bad boys. I'll keep 1 bottle since we don't have any other weapons. Don't need the extra stool. If I sell first, I can always then use the auto-equip, I suppose. I'm going to keep the crafting materials because crafting is going to be hugely important. But other than that, back to grinding, because I need to actually, you know what, we can buy some. Upgrade the tavern. Yeah, 10, 30, 20, 30. So that we can get the miners to show up. We don't really need the cost. I'm going to go from 1 as well, right? Because it should still work out to more gold. Anyway, I'll farm up some gold, hopefully get a miner, and then we can finally do floor 20. It's taken us, God, near 20 minutes. Wow, that is horribly slow for what I'm used to. Okay, first miner to boot, but no carpenter. So basically the same issue, because I really think we need 3 for the boss. Well, actually, their starting stats could be kind of nice. Nope, they are trash. Mainly for healing. It's fine. We'll still progress like normal, give them all the equipment. Oh, we got a new shield upgrade too. I should probably make the iron ring, because it is a decent amount of extra stats straight away. God, making iron rings, wow. Craft. We should definitely check this shop every time as well, because we probably end up getting some sort of upgrade. I didn't need to make so many iron bars. Stone is probably good for other craftables, so probably these are everything we already have. We can go ahead and buff you to 11 damage. Wow. Super strong. Anyway, more gold grinding until we get the right comp to take on the level 20 boss. Lucky us. I end up getting a warp. I don't know if this clears the quest though. If it clears the quest, that's kind of nice. It does, perfect, because I know it does work for the warping. As long as you can beat a floor, which I don't think we did, right? So I can't actually warp. But the quest is good. Cool, and we get a carpenter, I believe. Who has more strength? 2, they all have 2. Go you. So we can warp to 20, perfect. Usually you have to beat at least 1 floor. I guess we did, I must have. Anyway, extra gold, definitely just going straight into more upgrades. It's really just important that we consistently get a full party, and then save 400 gold for the nurse. Usually I bum rush the mystic unlock, because they're just such great damage. I'm definitely going to buy the axe, might as well equip it. And it's probably worthwhile grabbing smithing crystals and just upgrading stuff. Probably not yet because they're so costly. But yeah. Back to grinding since we don't have to do the boss actually. The miner should come in handy because we can get ourselves some... Is all really that helpful? I'm trying to think. Crafting with iron, I don't think there's anything till the next dimension, really. I'm not gonna... Oh, I guess healing helps us progress. We're also basically on auto because there's nothing I can do. I think, yeah, we just try and go as far as possible. Yep, just let the script play its part. Since he's healing, he should probably be in slot 1. Ah, be fine. We might get far, we'll see. Got to the mini-boss at the very least. I should have probably turned off auto. Yeah. If I healed the carpenter, I probably could have damaged you properly. I'm guessing it's probably better to grind from floor 1, right, and get enough gold. As long as we continue to get a full party, I'm happy. You. Same equipment. Should really sell off so I can do this a lot quicker. Make sure everyone is nice and unique. Give you the healing stone, but you can go in slot 1 now. Yeah. And we don't have back attack, so it doesn't really matter. You can go in that slot. Alright, but we'll start at 1. We should have decent sustain, thanks to the miner. And hopefully we get like 500 gold, nurse, and another upgrade. I suppose I should try and get the 800 for the bed upgrade, so that we can refresh the tavern to try and always find the correct amount of people. Oh, we made it all the way to 20, which is nice. We got 300 gold, so not quite enough for the nurse. So here comes 70 more, maybe? Definitely have such low damage. So the reason I usually rush the Mystic unlock is they have a base of 20 damage, which is just huge because it can clear so many things. You run a full party, you can easily get to the boss, you can do every dimension. That's basically just the speed run, right? So if you really want to clear quickly, Mystics are the go. Don't do this. But fun nonetheless. The healing definitely helps out, but it looks like we're going to be a little shy on gold. Luckily, we have so many stuff to sell. I can probably hit my target anyway. Maybe we can actually get this guy done. Probably not worth continuing afterwards, though. You know, I'm tempted. Can we get you done? You double attack, though. I should have healed. Yeah. Maybe with the nailed it proc. Yeah, look at that. And we get a key. And then we get an ambush. It's not that much damage. I'd probably take care of one of them. But 400 gold plus stuff to sell should be fine. We're also going to really level up the characters. And then it's going to get super slow because usually we run full comps and they get 6 experience a room rather than 1. We'll have to rush the chef. So many tweaks to be made. But, right, sell first. Definitely 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Cool. So far, so good. Don't need more heal stones. Now, how much of this stuff do I want to sell? We are going to be farming a lot, so I guess I don't have to care about it too much. So we'll sell the pelts. Right, we have enough for the nurse now, which is good. Back sell it all, why not? Keep the bone, because I know they're for a quest later on. Because there are a few unlocks we do want to get before we get to the next dimension. I don't really need wood or iron, but I feel like that should be enough gold. So we can go sodas, we can grab the nurse, and... God. You know what? I'm gonna see. We should be able to get to 400 gold, surely. Right? I should have a ton of stuff. Mushrooms are important. Is there any crafting that actually uses mushrooms aside from the kitchen upgrades? I feel like there's not. Iron? Might as well. We're not gonna have enough gold. I'm selling everything for nothing. Selling stuff that isn't impactful. Alright, well, I will farm up the other 400 gold, / get a nurse, and hopefully we get to like floor 50 before we end this one. Right, and do this in 2 episodes, basically. Carpenter, you, and you. The mine's actually also good because he can always guarantee the nodes, which is definitely helpful. That's kind of backwards, though. Yeah, that's better. Shields doesn't really matter. It's not a huge amount of extra HP. Damage does. Healing, because you have the highest MP. And then the stone. We go in first. And we try and get a little bit extra gold. Look who decided to finally show up. Now, the nurse is good mainly because of biohazard, right? The heal is nice, don't get me wrong. Once you get group heal, definitely a lot better. But biohazard, fantastic for burning through bosses. If you can get the poison proc, right, then it's just a guaranteed KO in X amount of turns. So we definitely want the nurse, we definitely want the carpenter. It sucks not to have a miner, but maybe we can progress now? Probably not. I feel like we need the back damage to actually clear. Is it worth saving for the next unlock? kind of is. The Mystic is a big boost in damage. You know what? I'll buy the bed. That allows us to... Nope. Too much gold. Okay, back to grinding. Probably going to start at 1. I should have saved a little bit of gold because then I could at least just force spawn the miner, basically. So basically, if you just enter and exit the dungeon, eventually you'll get the miner. I think that should be fine. A little bit extra healing. Maybe the rock, because it is a little bit extra damage. Anyway. Oh, that is not where I want to go. Ah. It's still gold. We should get enough to hire everyone. Seems I've got the big glaring weakness of the nurse, and that is they cannot self-heal. So that is a bit unfortunate. I believe... you did hit the nurse. You hit 2, so there's a chance. But at least we get this cleared, right? A little bit extra gold. It's really not that much. But hopefully we get a 4 comp, and we can then clear and get back to progression. Please? God, now we're missing a carpenter. Every time you hire someone, the cost goes up, and I think it is dependent on how much you pay for them, right? So a Soda Junkie, nope, still puts it to 32, so that's fantastic. 56 gold to try and look for a carpenter, but we got one, right? So now we can take advantage of back attack damage, which is super important. The nurse wants to live the most, and then who's our next, like, damage? Things like that, with these two being our main damage dealers, and I feel like evening out the damage since we have the crit damage now, so we'll do that. We have a one sword. No, you know what? Got to play slightly optimal, right? So bottle, that. I guess now we just work our way down the shields. You can have the stone, you can have the healing stone, and you can have a rock. Is a rock really worth it? Maybe the rock's better here. But 6 and 9 damage, right? 2 is kind of impactful, especially when it's sort of doubled. Ah, fine, we'll go like that. But fingers crossed, this is now enough to actually clear, right? So we have someone to heal the nurse and the nurse to heal everyone else. Yeah. Oh, but of course, not enough gold. Fine, we can sell some of our weapon. Eh? Ah, bad me. I was not paying attention. One of you has to go without a weapon. Almost broke my rule, thank God, I checked. Wouldn't be a big deal, right? If I accidentally slip up, I'll just quit out of the dungeon or something like that. Maybe I should just try and always sell to make sure. Okay, so that's enough gold. Can we get past 30 finally? Because then we get... Well, actually 40 is when you get to the better drops and the better gold amount. Yeah, long way to go. God, feels so bad being this slow in Dimension 1. Anyway, I'm gonna let it go. Should hopefully see you out, boss. Oh goody, we survived. Now the question is, can we actually beat the boss? Alright, there's the poison tick, which is fantastic. I think I need to actually heal up. Plus, he doesn't do that much damage anyway. Definitely have to push the damage. You have a triple attack, double attack. Okay, but it's fine. We kept the nurse, which is a little okay. Poison should do the job. 7 damage, right? I guess it's not that high. On the actual dimension bosses, it really adds up. Burn is a little bit better because it's stacking damage, right? It starts smaller but gets higher. But either way, it definitely helps. But there we go. That's level 30 clear. I feel like we can progress a little bit, right? How much am I doing? 23 if I crit. So that is enough to one-shot. Both of these guys have terrible animations. Yeah, Whirlwind. Really slow everything down. Of course, they both use them too. We can't heal, so it's just how much extra gold I get, I guess. We should be able to progress. We'll see if we can get 40 done as well. Took a little bit, but we got there, fortunately. Although we're out of mana, and we didn't get the poison, so that is very bad, because this boss does a lot of damage, right? It has a swipe, I believe, that does like 16 or something. But we got the single target, so maybe there's a chance. Although our damage does really suck. We can get one more turn and not lose the carpenter. Perfect. We actually get the clear. Alright, so I think we'll leave this one here at 4:40, right? Looking at the time, it's about 1 episode's worth, is it not? But things should hopefully speed up, especially once we get the Mystic unlock. Again, it's just a huge DPS plus. Plus we get the berries, so there's some better unlocks. I don't know if there's weapon unlocks, but we can get the Lucky Clovers and Mace, I think also drops from this stage. And crafting, right, we can now do a frying pan, which is definitely really good, and a dagger. So definitely worth now actually farming up extra materials, and look at that, perfect, to actually craft. So I need 4 iron, was it? No, 3 iron, perfect, I have enough. So we can make a dagger, which is definitely a much needed improvement, right? I think a wound sword's like 2 extra damage, so yeah. Definitely sizable looking at the actual crafting. it's going to be fun. I gotta say that, right? Because again, it's going to make a lot more early game stuff meaningful versus the end game where there is a lot of different items that you do want to use all of. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.